everyone. Today we got to play Sushi Boat. Now this is a game from Japanime, and when we were at Gen Con, the board just... Origins. It caught our eye. So Randy ended up grabbing it for me. And we're going to tell you about it. All right, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because board games are amazing, and that's what we do here at Legends of Nirvana. Now, Randy, can you tell us a little bit more about Sushi Boat?
I can. This was a 2023 release. It has a Board Game Geek rating of 6.6 and a rank of 10,585. It says it's 2 to 5 players. We'll discuss that later. 30 to 75 minutes in length, age 8 and up. I think that's probably about right. Design is Dario Massarenti and Francesco Testini. Art is by Aveen Kwan. And it's published by Japanime Games, as you mentioned. It's a memory, hidden victory point, set collection, worker placement game. The MSRP on this appears to be pretty hefty at $64.95, but you get a lot of wooden stuff, so I can understand that.
Yeah, the board is pretty...
Yeah, the board being wood, I guess, and you have a ceramic bowl. You've got plastic.
Yeah, I get where the money's at. Yeah,
and it's probably not, got a lot of publications, so it's probably small print run.
Yeah.
Boardlandia has it cheapest for $47.96, followed by Boardtopia for $47.99, and Card House for $53.99.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into component quality. That's where this baby shines. Yeah. You have this beautiful board that moves like the sushi actually like follows the through, which is pretty cool.
Cardstock's nothing special.
Yeah, that's not. But then you have the wasabi, which actually looks really cool.
Yeah,
you do have that
like gelatinous cubes.
Yeah, and then you have the.
It's a ceramic bowl.
Then you've got the actual sushi plates, which these aren't just stickers. There is some type of plastic.
Yeah, it's almost like a resin.
Yeah, it's like a resin overlay on top of the picture, or somehow they've gotten that picture kind of in there on top of the different colored plates. So now your board is a little plain. You got this.
The money's all pretty meh.
And then your worker, they didn't do much with the worker. So, I mean, I'm really happy about some things as far as component quality. Other things are a little okay. I'm probably going to give this an 8 because the board is really cool.
Yeah, I'm probably an 8 with you. They also have this little change tray, like you would get back if you're buying things at a restaurant. They have a box that looks like for chopsticks, but it's for storing your bits when you put it away. I mean, I think they've done a nice job with everything to make it feel thematic. But as far as the quality of it, apart from the board and the food items and the gelatinous cubes of wasabi, everything else is pretty almost Kickstarter starter up level of printing. The cardboard is not impressive to me, and the cards there's nothing linen finished or anything about them that stands out. So because of the wood board, I like to call it the toilet seat because it's like an elongated toilet seat to me.
It's a sushi boat.
I don't eat sushi. I don't eat at Japanese restaurants, so this I couldn't recognize any of this food, nor would I eat any of this food. So
he doesn't like fish, guys. He's weirdo, and he don't eat rice. Like, I can't help him. I love it. It's delicious.
So, because of the elongated toilet seat and the plastic bits for the food, which are pretty outstanding, I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so moving on to the theme. Like you said, there's a lot of thematic components to it. It does look like, you're sitting down and you're eating from the conveyor belt if you were at a sushi restaurant. Then, like you said, like the chopstick thing, the money, it all is pretty thematic. I think they did actually really, really well on the theme. Even so far as having waitresses or people that help you do things. I'm probably for theme... I'm probably at a 9. I don't see what they could have done better thematically. I think it makes a lot of sense. And then you eat the plates. You don't know what you've already eaten because it's already gone.
Plates?
No, you eat the things on the plates.
I'd probably rather eat the plates.
But anyway, so I see a 9 for a theme. I think they did the theme's there.
I'll give it an 8. I don't know if I'd want to take a cat and get his advice on getting food, or go dumpster diving from the dumpster for.
It's cute.
It's cute, but it make it's like take one plate from the trash. I don't see me even eating the food, much less going to the trash to get one.
Well, if there was a steak one, that'd be the only option.
So apart from not understanding why you would get food from a cat, or different.
Oh my gosh, it's anime flavor. It's fun.
Okay, whatever. I think it's the theme is there. They carried it through as far as a restaurant goes. I'll go ahead and give it an 8, being generous.
All right. So next up is the rulebook. Randy, how was the rulebook?
So the rulebook is very thin. Obviously, the box is thin, so it has to be. It's got some nice art on the cover. The rules are 16 pages in length. And the setup is the first several pages, so it's a pretty simplistic game. Once you get it playing, you have a cheat sheet that basically steps you through everything. Once if one person reads the rules, the others can just use the cheat sheet as guide. We did run into several questions as we went through, but I think that's more gameplay related, so I'll leave that for the gameplay discussion. I don't think the rule book had any major deficiencies, because I think it's just the gameplay itself had some deficiencies. So there is an FAQ on the back, but the questions there were not the questions we were running into. So I think it does a fine job. There's nothing outstanding about it, but it gets you into the game quickly. I'll give it an 8.
Now, the actual gameplay. So on my turn, the first thing I'm supposed to do is place my worker somewhere. Now, depending on where I place it, I will end up being able to either trigger an action.
First thing, you're going to flip your card.
Oh, you're right. Randy's right. And you start out with 2 coins, which is not enough. But you start out with 2 coins. All right, I'm going to flip over the card. Wasabi cannot be of the first 5 turns, just so you know.
I didn't shuffle the deck. Are they all wasabis at the top?
Yes! Okay, luckily we're not going to play this game because Randy's going to try to kill us. All right, so miso soup. All right, but the biggest thing is I'm trying to look at that arrow right here. So this is a green arrow. So basically I'm just going to make sure the board is full, and it is. So, and then I could choose to buy this card at some point, look at the plates in your stack, and draw the top side dish from the discard, okay? All right, so I'm going to place somewhere. Let's see, I am probably... Oh, I forgot. You're supposed to get 2 of these at the beginning of the game.
Well, this is an optional rule, but this is where everything breaks down. So
yeah, so you get 2 cards and you get to choose one. Now, we're going to talk about this now. Okay, so you can, so like mine, I'll choose this one. So I need 4 red plates or more and 4 blue plates or more. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to get at least 8 plates. Now, on a 4-player...
5-player.
5-player, you only get 5 plates.
Well,
there's 5 turns. There's
5 guaranteed plates.
5 turns. You get 5 turns.
Because you can spend coin to take additional actions, but you also run out of coin, so you have to gain coin. And I think the presumption was that people were going to bump each other off locations, because when you bump someone, you give them a coin and you use their space. But there's enough spaces on the board with 5 players that you could still avoid doing that.
But why would you, though? Because you're giving them a coin and they would just end up spending the coin to bump. Like, you're not actually getting additional plates.
Exactly.
That's a problem. We'll talk that through a little bit more when we go. But let's finish the turn. All right. So knowing that I need red and blue plates, I'm going to try to go somewhere. So I need red and blue, red and blue. All right, I'm going to go here. No, I need to do something.
You can't do that with 2 people. You have to. That's a 4-player option.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take. Well, first thing is I've got to spend money if I'm going to spend money. Now I can buy the card here if I choose to for a coin, or I can pay to use the waiter, or I can end up taking 1 yen from the bank. So either I can spend money or get money in those 2 ways. I'm going to actually end up picking up this card because that seems pretty useful. And then I don't know, why I took a yellow plate, but we're doing this because it doesn't really matter because there's no way I'm going to get 8 of these. All right, and then Randy's going to do his.
Flip. I got
so he's got a red token up here at the top, which means he is going to push through enough to where 1 gets kicked off. So this is a way to rotate. This then goes in the discard or the trash.
Yep.
And there's cards that let you do, specifically like the cat will let you get the top off the trash can, or let you get something out of the trash. All right. So he takes his turn, whatever. Now, going on, so eventually you end up stacking the plates and you'll get victory points for the variety that you get. Also, the number of plates of the same color that's stacked together.
What's key though is you cannot look back underneath the stack. So, like that miso soup actually lets you violate that rule, which is nice. But as you stack them, you got to remember what's there.
Yeah, because you can't go back and look at them.
So, because you're collecting different varieties of the food, but different or the same colors of trays, and you get points for having them in sequence. So, if I want 5 blue, I have to stack them on top of one another to get maximum points.
Yeah. The other thing to keep track is, so the other thing is wasabi. So at any point, someone could actually flip over the wasabi, except for the first 5 turns. And then you have to remember the 2 plates that are hidden in there. So you're going to end up with 2 cubes. You are going to hide your hand. You're going to place the cubes down. Okay. Everyone's going to reveal at the same time. I have no idea what's in there.
I have no idea either.
All right. So, and then we're going to push 2 through. One's a green. And one's a blue.
So you got your blue right, I got the green right. And
yeah,
the other ones get lost.
I get 1, and then those are worth victory points at the end of the game.
And we would have backfilled that.
Yeah.
The whites are unique in the sense that they do not break up a set. So if you've got 2 blue, a white, and 2 more blue, the white does not cause an interruption.
The whites don't?
No, they do not cause interruptions.
Okay, well, I didn't get enough points. All right, it's fine. All right, I didn't care for this game.
No.
So one thing is we played 4 players.
5
players. There's no way.
This was not balanced for 5 players.
No. Now what we said was or. Okay, we made it to where it was 4 red plates or 4 blue plates.
Yeah, because there's not. It's almost impossible that you're going to get 4 of each in a 5.
And then there are some that are completely impossible.
Yes.
At that player count. So, is this a 5-player game? No. Definitely not. The other thing, I just don't think there's enough to do. Like, I literally was like, oh, you must also get food when people are going around. Like, every time it moves, you must get food or something. Because maybe that's why placement matters or something. No. And it's, for me, I don't know. There's just not enough. 5 turns for a game, like I didn't like just to get a plate like in 1 action. So this was a waste of my time. I'm sorry guys. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy it. I thought with the cards being jacked up, with the limited of the coin factor where you could only there was just not enough to do. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind the memory aspect. I actually thought that was actually pretty cool. And it looks really awesome. I just did not enjoy this. I would play a Catan a million times over before I ever got this out again. Just because it was so... I mean, it's cute to look at, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Randy?
I'm the same way. I mean, my biggest problem is that it interrupted the game to try to research how you could possibly get those cards to work. And then finally finding a trail on Board Game Geek where people were complaining about the same problem and basically saying they didn't see where there's any way they play tested this at 4 or 5 player. I think the sweet spot for this game is 3 players. If you have some diehard fans of Japanime and you have fans you have 3 people, maybe this will be a good game for you. I just don't think... I think there's a lot better options even for those people than this.
Yeah, honestly, this one may easily go out of our collection. I know Randy don't like give up games, but this one
it's a shame because it is pretty.
It is so pretty. And it's like, well, can we use the pieces for something else? But not really, no. I mean, it's just... Yeah, there's no point in keeping this one.
Yeah.
Which is really sad because it is absolutely gorgeous. I really enjoyed the theme. I was actually really excited to play it, but it was really such a letdown. Overall, we actually have to give it a score, Randy. It's worse than Catan. Some aspects are unplayable. I'm probably going to give it a 4. But part of me wants to give it like a 3. Like,
well, I would have gone probably a 3 if these were not an optional rule. If these were part of, like, if the required part of the game, I would given it a 3. Given the fact that the menus are an optional rule, I will go ahead and
why
give it
would
a
you
4.
even want to play this as...
Yeah.
That makes it even less. There's even less. Is this like a kid game? It almost maybe.
Yeah. Then there's
maybe
less
it's like
options for scoring. So yeah, it's like it takes away at least some of the aspects of the game by taking these out, but it is an optional rule.
Well, but then this game then becomes for like your 6-7-year-olds.
Well,
it's more of a kid game than it is
an 8 and up. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's
yeah,
really more of the 8 and no more than 12 because any less. I mean,
although then you end up with them not understanding how the rules are broken if you don't have an adult that helps them. So
that's true.
So yeah, I can't give it more than a 4, and yeah, it's a shame because it does look pretty, and it's something I thought when I saw it, it was like, oh, that's a unique system with the conveyor belt. I thought that was really.
I
cool.
thought it would be a cute little party game, like especially that the kids could play. It was cute, and it's a party game, but well, no, it's not a party game because you can't play 5 players with it. So, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I think Sarah would be happier playing Taco Cat Cheese Pizza than this.
You're right. You're right. In fact, I would be happier playing that game
exactly
than this. So, this one's definitely no more than a 4 for me. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had a blast hanging out with you. Maybe not playing this game, but we'll catch you guys later. Bye.